Hey, this is Dave, Homes by Sergeant Dave. I'm your real estate warrior. Hey, today we're going to talk about why you should be living in the greater Sacramento area. So, hey, like this video, share it with some friends, hit that red subscribe button and ring that bell because we're going to have regular stuff coming out. I don't think you want to miss it. It's going to be great. Let's go. Hey, let's talk about why you should make Sacramento, California your home. Sacramento has many things to offer. Let's start with its absolutely rich California history. The capital of California, geographic location. We're going to cover a lot of material about Sacramento today, and we're going to explain to you the benefits, why you should be living in Sacramento. So let's talk about the greater Sacramento area. And when we talk about the greater Sacramento area, I want to talk about Sacramento County, the city of Sacramento itself, the surrounding counties, and the cities within what is just a very close proximity to the city of Sacramento itself. As a retired police officer, I served in the greater Sacramento area for the majority of my career. And I have to tell you that I have a pretty unique perspective about what happens and what is happening here in Sacramento. And I want to tell you some reasons why I think you should be living in the greater Sacramento area. Number one, growth. There's growth everywhere in Sacramento. Take the existing homes that are already here, and we're adding new communities. Sacramento is growing and expanding. Industry is growing here. Prices are affordable. The average person can actually afford to live and buy a home in Sacramento. Not something we can say so much for the Bay Area. Bay Area people come in here in droves. And one thing we did see with the pandemic and businesses shutting down was that telework was something that businesses could actually be sustained on, allowing their employees to now move out of the area and move up to an area like Sacramento where they could afford to buy a house. Well, they're now not paying $3,500 in rent, but actually paying a substantially lower number on a mortgage. There are new neighborhoods being built all over Sacramento, whether it's in Orangevale, Citrus Heights, Folsom, Roseville, Rockland, Sacramento itself, West Sacramento, all of these surrounding areas. There is an array of home builders up here building everything from good $400,000 starter homes to obviously quite expensive homes. And this is a market where you can get started and work your way up in real estate. The other thing that intrigues a lot of people is because the market is so strong here and it's still so active, that real estate investing is something to give great consideration to. So you can buy homes here which will give you income and then equity that you're going to build on. So great investment opportunities, as well as this market is rated one of the best in the country. Don't miss out on this market. You know, the second reason I think that you are going to love to live here in the Sacramento area is the recreation. With two rivers, lakes, water sports, I mean, you name it, Lake Natoma is probably one of the best paddleboarding, canoeing, or kayaking spots that you can find. Great fishing with the rivers. There's just plenty of water stuff to do. And if the other places are too busy here, within a short drive, you can drag your boat to Oroville, to Berryessa, and to any of the other number of lakes. But also overlooked is the Sacramento Delta, which has a lot of waterways available for water sports. So water sports is one. There is a number of live sport venues that you can go to. And anything from pro basketball, baseball, and soccer, and there's all kinds of other leagues and other sport activities that you can become involved in or go spectate. You like the symphony? We have a wonderful symphony here. We have a great Broadway series that comes through every year. We have a great musical theater, and there's an active downtown commons area which has a lot of activity right in downtown Sacramento. All of the smaller cities and the surrounding areas have a lot of small theater groups. There's a lot of things to do, great museums, wonderful parks. There's a lot to do here. So as Sacramento has grown, it has brought in a lot of different dining choices that we didn't always have, and there's no shortage of choices to go for any kind of dinner that you could possibly think of. To a simple family dinner, to a very high-end fine dinner, should you choose. And hey, if you're so inclined, give me a call. I'll give you some good recommendations because I know I like to eat. The third thing that I think is important about Sacramento and why living in Sacramento is something that I think you would enjoy is proximity. Literally, Sacramento is an 1.5 to 2 hour drive from anything you want to do. If you can't find it here in Sacramento, it's only a short drive away, whether it's to go to Napa and enjoy some fun there, or whether it's to go the other direction on the freeway and head up into Truckee or Tahoe, Reno. Tahoe has, obviously, you know, Tahoe has year-round stuff to do up there with the lake, summertime, and skiing in the winter. Reno always has fun things to do. Truckee's got tons of good stuff going on with lakes and skiing. And of course, up on the other side, coming up off the 50 corridor, there's ski resorts as well up there. So there's just a short drive to get to anything you want to do. So if you're leaving family behind in the Bay Area, that's something else to consider because you're really not that far. It's just an 1.5 to 2 hour drive to be back with family, back into the environment that you're familiar with or comfortable with, and spending a day in the city, going to the ball game down at AT&T or to the Coliseum. Loads of things to do. And if it's not here, it's only a short drive away. So if I was to give you one negative that I find Sacramento has, is you take the growth, and the growth that it has, obviously, it brings with it its inherent problems: traffic. Traffic has become, while not Los Angeles, and certainly not the Bay Area yet, it has gotten quite heavy up here. You do need to take a little extra time to get from one side of town to the other. If you live in the outlying areas and you work in downtown, you do need to take that into consideration and time your commute. Also, same thing going home. So that growth has brought traffic. It has brought some crowded streets, and that's really the only negative that I could come up with, because there are so many overwhelming positives and so many overwhelming good things that you're going to want to live here in Sacramento, the greater Sacramento area. When you're ready to do that, you call me, Homes by Sergeant Dave, at the number right here below. I'll take you around and I'll show you the best places to live here in the Sacramento area. You're going to love it here.